Okay, additional instructions for gathering data for our project here. You need to go back to the Globus website, www.glo-bus.com, log in with the email address and password that I gave you already. And instead of clicking on Industry 15, I want you to start by clicking on Industry 1 and repeat this process for all of the industries here, Industry 1 all the way through Industry 14. So the exact same things I told you to do for Industry 15, I'd like you to do for Industries 1 through 14 as well. There are a couple things that are going to be slightly different when you're doing this for every industry 1 through 14. Instead of calculating these logins, total duration, GSR, CIR, COR, sums, just for the second most recent year, I want you to calculate them for all of the years. So you're going to calculate it for year 6, year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11. I do not want you to calculate it for the practice year or the data reset. Those two you should leave, but everything that says year and a number, I want you to calculate totals for and then put them into the main spreadsheet the way I explained. Other things that are going to be different in this this version of the project, you'll see here, originally you were copying and pasting information from the CIR quarterly snapshot reports, and then you're subtracting 1 year from the prior year in the formulas in these tabs here: change Y6, change Y7, change Y8, change Y9, change Y10. You're going to have to create a new spreadsheet for this, and the first tab is going to be year 5. Actually, the first tab is going to be year 6 because year 5 has nonsensical information in it. The first year is always going to be year 6, and then the second year will be year 7, and that means the first change you're going to have is change Y7. The change Y6 that I did here actually doesn't make any sense because of some reasons that I don't need to explain in this right now, but you're going to go and get the quarterly snapshot reports, copy and paste that information starting with year 6, and then you're going to do year 7, then you're going to do year 8, up until the last year that's in each of those industries 1 through 14. Otherwise, you're going to do the mediator test spreadsheet here the same way that you did it for the original instructions that I gave. Pretty much the same principle applies to the copy, pasting, and formulas that you're going to be doing for the GSR. Start with Y6, then Y7, Y8, Y9, Y10, and the first change you're going to have is actually change Y7. Like I said, the example that I have here has nonsensical information for Y5. So the first spreadsheet you're going to create is for Y6, then you're going to keep doing it for each year after that. And the first spreadsheet with changes, where you're subtracting the numbers from Y7 from Y6, is going to be change Y7. Finally, when you're creating the data set spreadsheets, I want you to create a separate data set spreadsheet for each industry. So do not combine the records for Industry 1 with the records for Industry 2, 3, etc. Do one spreadsheet, one data set spreadsheet for Industry 1, one data sheet spreadsheet for Industry 2, one for Industry 3, one for Industry 4, etc., etc. Those are the main differences in what I want you to do now versus what I described in my original podcast description. So if you have any other questions whatsoever, please feel free to ask Laura for my email address and my phone number. We can schedule a time to talk on the phone if necessary at a time that works for you with the time difference, and we can go through anything that's not clear. Thanks a lot for the help, and let me know if you have any questions.